Hello everyone, I am Ritika Zuzgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in this video we discuss about the queening theory overview. So in my previous video we already discussed what is meant by queening theory and the history of a queening theory. So in this lecture we discuss about the benefits of queening theory, how these queening theories work and why the queening theory is important, and also we discuss the queening system. Okay. Is how the queening theory works. Okay, so queue can occur whenever the resources are limited. Okay, queue means what? First in, first out, or a last in, last out manner. Okay, so queue can occur whenever the resources are limited. So some queuing is tolerable in any business since a total absence of queue would suggest a costly overcapacity. So this queuing theory aims to design the balance system that serves the customer quickly and efficiently but do not cost too much to be sustainable. So at its most basic level, the queuing theory involves an analysis of arrivals at a facility such as a bank or a fast food restaurant and an analysis of the processes currently in place to serve them. So the end results is a set of conclusions that aim to identify any flaws in the system and suggest how they can be used. So here the origin of the queuing theory can be traced to the early 19th in the study of the Copenhagen telephone exchange by the Anger Krupp Erlang and a Danish engineer, statistician and the mathematician. Okay, so as I said earlier, so this is the origin of the queuing theory introduced in the 90s by the Anger Krupp Erlang and as a Danish engineer in the statistician and the mathematician. So his work led to the Erlang theory of efficient networks and the field of telephone network analysis. So up to this day, the fundamental unit of telecommunication traffic in a voice system is called as a Erlang. Okay. So in the queuing theory, how this queuing theory works in the parameter of a queue. So in the queuing theory, the process is being studied is broken down into the different parameters, like consider the 6 parameters. So this include the arrival processes, then service and departure process, the number of servers, the queuing disciplines. So in the queuing discipline, we can call it as a first in first out. So the queuing capacity and the size of the client population. So in the queuing theory, working process of the queuing theory, there are 6 number of parameters are present. Okay. So first is what? Arrival process. The second is the services. Third is the departure process. Fourth is the number of servers. Fifth is the queuing discipline. And the queuing capacity, and the last is the size of the client population. Okay, so these are the 6 parameters present in the queuing theory. Next is the benefits of queuing theory. What are the benefits of the queuing theory? So queuing theory as a operational management techniques is commonly used to determine and streamline staffing needs, scheduling and inventory in order to improve the overall customer service. So it is often used by the Six Sigma practitioners to improve the process. So in the psychology of queuing theory, the psychology of queuing is related to the queuing theory. So this is the component of queuing that deals with the natural irritations felt by the many peoples who are forced to the queue for service. So whether they are waiting to check out at the supermarket or waiting for a website to the load. So these are the benefits of the queuing theory. So also callback options while waiting to speak to a customer. Representative by the phone is one example of solution to the customer impatience. So a more old-fashioned example is the system used by the many Dales, which issue customer service numbers to allow people to track their progress to the front of the queue. Okay, so these are the benefits of the queuing theory. So the next is a queuing system. So in the queuing system, there are different types are present. So the queuing theory use the candle notation. Okay. So in the next part we discuss this what is mean by the candle notation. So queuing theory uses the candle notation to classify the different types of queuing systems or nodes. So queuing nodes are classified using the notations like A, S, C, K, and D. Okay. So where A is the arrival process, S is the mathematical distribution of the service time, C is the number of servers, K is the capacity of the queue, omitted if unlimited, N is the number of possible customers, omitted if unlimited, and D is the queuing discipline, assume first in first out if omitted. Okay, so as I said, in the queuing system there are six number of parameters are present. A, arrival process, service process, number of server, capacity of queue, then number of possible customers, and the last is the queuing discipline. Okay, so in the queuing system there are notations are present. Okay, A, S, C, K, and D. For example, if we are considering the example of a ATM. So in this case, the serve is the one customer at a time. Okay. So ATM can only serve one customer at a time. So in the first in first out order. Okay. So here only the number of possible customers. Okay. Total number of customers and only the serve time is what one. Number of serve time is what only one. In the winning discipline is what first in first out manner like this. So here in the ATM, you can serve only one customer at a time in the first in first out manner with the randomly distributed arrival time. Randomly distributed arrival time and also the randomly distributed service time. Okay, हर एक कस्टमर का जो भी अराइवल टाइम होगा और सर्विस टाइम क्या होगा डिफरेंट होगा. ओके, अगर एक फर्स्ट वाला जो पर्सन है वो एटीएम में जाता है कैश विड्रॉ करने के लिए, सो उसको टाइम 5 मिनट लग सकता है. ओके, अराइव करने के लिए भी 5 मिनट टाइम लग सकता है क्योंकि उसके पहले वाला कस्टमर जब मतलब रिमूव नहीं हो जाता वहां से तब तक वो क्या करेगा वेट करेगा. ओके, सो उसका सर्विस टाइम 5 मिनट हो सकता है. सेकेंड वाले का उसको अगर बस मतलब बैलेंस इंक्वायरी करनी है तो उसको 2 मिनट लगेंगे या फिर कंसिडर करते हैं 1 मिनट लगेगा. ओके, सो हर एक कस्टमर का अराइवल प्रोसेस और सर्विस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टाइम क्या होगा डिफरेंट होगा. So unlimited queue capacity and the unlimited number of possible customers. So here we have unlimited capacity of queue or we can call it as a unlimited number of possible customers. Okay, so omitted if unlimited. Okay, so this is the concept of queuing system. So queuing theory would describe this system as a MM1 queue. So MM1 means what? M here stands for the Markovian or statistical process to describe the randomness. Okay, here the M is describe the randomness. The queuing theory calculators out there often require choosing a queuing system from the candle notation before calculating the input. Okay, here we are using the candle notation. So in this ATM example, the arrival process is different, service process is different, number of servers at a time only one serves, uh, only at a time only one serves through the ATM. Capacity of queue is unlimited, number of possible customers भी unlimited हो सकते हैं और queuing discipline क्या होगा first in first out. Okay, so here, so this is the queuing system. So next is why is queuing theory is important. Okay, so waiting in line is a part of everyday life because as a process it has several important functions. So queues are a fair and especially way of dealing with the flow of customers when they are limited resources. So negative outcomes arises if a queue process isn't established to deal with the overcapacity. For example, when too many visitors navigate to a website, so the website will slow. Okay, अगर लार्ज नंबर ऑफ अगर कस्टमर्स और विजिटर्स विजिट कर रहे हैं एट अ टाइम वेबसाइट पे, सो वेबसाइट क्या हो जाएगी, स्लो हो जाएगी और क्रैश हो जाएगी इफ इट डज नॉट हैव अ वे टू चेंज द स्पीड एट विच it process the request or a way to queue visitors. Okay, so so we are not changing the speed. Okay, how this website will become slow and crash. Okay, so for that we are using, for the website visitors, we are using the request and response message. If one user want to visit that particular website, so first this particular user want to request, send the request to the website server. Okay, and after website server receive the response, receive the request, so that particular server send the response to the user, and then and only then that particular user can access the website. Okay, so if you are considering this type of process, request and response process, so in that way the queue visitors can visit, one visitors can visit at a time. The queuing theory is important because it helps to describe the features of queue, like average wait time, and provide the tools for the optimizing queues. So, from a business sense, the queuing theory informs the construction of efficient and cost-effective workflow system. So, this is about the queuing theory. So in the next part, we discuss about the what are the applications of queuing theory with examples. Okay, thank you.